Okay, so now we got the Scirocco jacked up, and we're going to climb underneath to get you some good undercarriage shots. Alright. Alright, starting, I'm trying to do the best I can with this to get this 1X. Yep, it's as good as it goes. Okay. Go from underneath. Let's see. Coolant area. Got the power steering pump, alternator. Oil was, of course, recently changed with the recovery process. You can see, looking at the oil pan, it's quite clean. I've not done anything to it. Here we are, transmission side. Oh, dirty, but no obvious leaks going on from what I can tell. CV shafts. This is on the driver's side where some of that clunking's coming from too. I'm going to try and identify what that is. It's probably the struts, with as old as those are. But I'll get up in here, get some light on this part here. Maybe a little bit of weeping going on there. Let's see, where else? Differential. Transmission mount right there. Big old block of rubber. Looks alright. Oh, here we go. Here's a little something. Kind of green. I don't know if that's just part of the shaft. It's a little oily there. Probably some of the differential fluid, transmission fluid maybe coming out. Not dripping by any means, but we're on the back side of the engine and the engine oil. Okay, working our way back. We're going to go up. There we go. A little bit of the exhaust manifold coming down. Sorry guys, it's kind of close. Let's see if I can get. Oh, there we go. Exhaust manifold up in there. You can see that comes out nicely. A little bit of weeping there on, I guess, maybe the valve cover. What is it? Oh, I'm sorry, intake. Oh, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense why that'd be weeping per se, but you guys tell me. Alright, so differential boot there is not leaking any. We got the cover to the exhaust, it's in good condition. Those lower control arms, you know, they're old. CV joints though are looking good. The boots on them are not gushing out any grease, so that's nice. Back side of the caliper. Let's see if I can get you going on the back side of the passenger side here, just looking down towards the back of the car. No rust, dirty, but decent condition. You can see kind of where the jack's put at. This section here, it's just all dinged up from years of, well, using a jack on it. Probably, I would guess, brake lines right there. Guessing. Exhaust system set up with the catalytic converter in there. Probably going to be all original, but in good condition otherwise. Exhaust, although surface rusty, is still intact on this side of it. Here we've got I'm guessing parts of our shifting mechanism. Let's get back over here. Oh, sorry. Trying to get some views. There we go. There's a boot right there that's cracked that goes into that where the shifter's at. So the shifter comes all this way to the joint where it pivots and controls the shifting on top. All that's fine from what I can tell. It's not super precise, but it also doesn't miss a gear if you have to miss one with it. Alright, coming over here, this is a big area of concern on this driver's side. Like there's a lot of noise and clunking. Just moving the wheel around. Let's look at this control arm. Sorry, I'm trying to get my light in a spot here for you. I don't know if I can. Here we go. This might be better. There we go. The rubber's still there. It's certainly probably dried up. I don't think the control arm is the issue with that clunky noise. Let's look at, I'm sorry, even the ball joint. Rather tough to tell from this angle. I'm going to guess certainly that what I'm hearing, especially on bumps and stuff, is just a bad strut that needs to be replaced. These are old, so could be from up top, could be just the strut itself. Alright, starter. Let's see if we get this started. Let me get my light back on here. There we go. Alright, starter works just fine. New bolt there to it. From this side, looks like an engine mount right there, looks good. Got some air intake stuff is all still connected. Got our horns and just the back side of the transmission there. Alright, so let's go to the middle of the car. Just looking kind of from the middle of the car going down. Those are probably brake lines right there. The other side was fuel lines. Again, just that main jack point bar there is going to be a bit crusty. Here we are looking at the back side of the exhaust. A little surface rust, but nothing out of the ordinary. Here we are looking at fuel tank. Now this was lowered recently to get the fuel evaporation system and everything in place to get it operational again. Here's our little cross brace, the angle iron that connects the back of the car together. It's looking good. Let me just crawl back here more. Alright, here's where a lot of bits were replaced. Fuel pump. You can see a new hose there. Come back. Yep. Sorry, I'm gonna try and get video. So, yeah, new fuel pump, and you'll see the receipts on all of that. That was all put in there. That might be it's a part of the fuel system. I don't know if that's the pump. Probably is. Here's another new part. Sorry, right there. This is the piece just in front of the passenger rear wheel. Got that replaced as well to get it all operational. And then we can look, sorry, just up underneath the car where the spare tire well is. It's not punched in or anything like that. Looks really good. Here's our fuel line go to the tank. Here's the other end of the pivot point. Again, you know, it's an 80s car. Some of these bushings are going to be pretty rotten, but still intact. Then we got the rear shocks. It looks like the got KYBs in the back. Those were replaced at one point. Sorry if I'm going upside down and stuff on you, but it's just the nature of it. I'll try and edit that all in post, but back struts, back shocks, wherever they need to be, is you know, they're newer looking, so those were replaced since it was last inspected and operational. One thing here we want to take note of, the exhaust muffler itself, it's worse for wear. It's not leaking yet, but it will. Got some pretty bad signs of deterioration on it. Still intact and still there, but it needs to be replaced at some point. Yeah, that's the fuel pump right there. I can see, I'm trying to get a picture of it. You can just see the wires for it. Up inside. But it's got the cover, sits in that little holder for it, and does its duty. Here we are, we're going to look down. Just the rocker panel, good condition. Looking back towards the front. All right, let's get out of here and just get a real quick look at the back. Here's just upper end of the fender, the wheel well. Looks good in there. Wheel well liners all in place too. All right. Here we go. All right, again, driver's side, KYBs. Those are probably fine. Exhaust, look at that. Gonna need to replace, but still being held up by the old rubber O's. And then we've got our nice little angle iron brace that goes across the back. Very simple car. Let's take a look at that rear valance. This looks good. Alright, I hope that is a decent undercarriage video for you.